The Hanslope Show Podcast. Your village, your podcast. It's all about Hanslope.
Hi, Trev here from the Hanslope Show Podcast. And once again, thanks to Hague Property Professionals and the Hanslope Parish Council for supporting the podcast that is all about Hanslope. Talking of which, coming up soon at the Village Hall, there are a couple of shows which I thought we'd cover in a bite-sized episode of the Hanslope Show Podcast. So sit back and learn about what you can do at the Hanslope Village Hall over the weekend of the 18th and 19th of April. First up is this man.
The Hanslope Show Podcast. It's all about Hanslope.
Well, I'm Matt Irvin. I've lived in the village all since '88, so therefore I'm a newcomer. And I somehow got inveigled onto the committee, the trustees of the hall, which I've been on for, probably a good 10 years or so now. I'm the second longest serving, actually.
Oh, well done you.
Yes, I keep threatening to leave, and some of them say, you can't leave, you're not allowed to. Oh, all right, OK, I'll hang on for the moment.
And I imagine, because you live quite close to the Village Hall, so
I live about 200 yards, 200 metres if we're further away, so yes.
So sometimes that's a good thing, but other times that's also, can be...
It can be a rather bad thing when you want somebody... Who's the nearest trustee to the Village Hall? Oh, it's Matt, give him a call. OK, I can see what's happening from my window, sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, look, the Village Hall, as we know with our discussions with John and other people that are involved with the Village Hall, that use the Village Hall as well, like the Heart and Soul Choir and the Taekwondo Club here as well, that it's gone through a lot of changes, but it's being well used as well. But it needs to be, doesn't it, to keep it going, to keep the funding going?
It certainly needs to be used. There's no point of just having a hall here sitting empty and not being used. But it is, in that way, it is a business. I mean, bills have to be paid, gas bill, water bill, whatever. So in that way, yes, we have to rent the place out as much as we can. But the trustees themselves do their own events. One of the events I run actually is actually one that comes under one of those.
Yes. Now, talking of which, leads us nicely on to...
Yeah, well, it's nice Sieging too, yes.
Yeah, nicely happens. This month is the craft fair. Well,
there's the two things we are running, both by the hall itself. One is the craft fair, which I think actually I suggested, but this is pre-COVID, so frankly everything got forgotten about till post-COVID. And that is on the Saturday, and the model show, which is Media Modelling number 7, which I did start when it comes under Hamex events. And if people say, what is Hamex, Hamex, Hanslope Modelling Expo, which is just a convenient term. So we run 3 shows a year. And because of my modelling background, well, I suppose my special effects background, being BBC special effects designer for 25 years, model making does come into that. So we put on a big show in July called Smallspace. It's the small show with the big name, or the big show with the small name, which is really all about space, science fiction, fantasy and things. But the one coming up in a couple of weeks' time on the 19th, somebody correct me if I got that wrong, I can never remember dates, which were Media Modelling. This is one of our smaller shows. It's got media in the title, so we like models of the Starship Enterprise and the Space 1999 Eagle, and of course Doctor Who's TARDIS, which I worked with the real thing. Is it a real thing? Yes, I suppose there's a real one at some point in my career to come along, but we don't stop anything else. So this will be a general modelling show with people selling, dealers, traders and exhibitors who are just there. Hey, here's what the wonderful models I've built, and we actually have a special deal. If you come to the craft fair, which is the Saturday,
yes,
you can actually buy a ticket for Media Modelling for the Sunday at half price, so you get it for £1 instead of £2. It's still very good value at £2, but yes, hey, it's even better value at £1.
Yeah, brilliant. OK, so this is the 18th and 19th of April.
Yep.
And so, yeah, that weekend... So tell us about the show you put on, and who comes, I guess, from far and wide.
Well, actually, you're probably quite correct about that. When I first suggested the idea of a model show, and that was before I was a trustee, so we are going back probably to the early decade, the first decade of the millennium. My envisage was, let's do something for the village. So, put this model show on, and everybody from the village will flock in and see it. It didn't quite work out like that, because it did attract people, but I found, because I and my fellow colleague Paul Fitzmaurice, who co-organised it with me, we know people, and we know people obviously from outside the village. Me with my television, my media background, and Paul because he goes to a lot of the shows, other shows all around the country. And we found that we were attracting those people. Now, when it comes down to the hall, I suppose, £1 entry or £2 entry from somebody or other 200 yards away is exactly the same as anybody 200 miles away. So as far as that was concerned, the hall got the money coming and people came in. We'd like to attract more from the village itself. We do put out posters. We've got 3 big poster stands around the village, and we've got a new notice board out the hall. It's all plastered on that. But it's back to, you can take the proverbial equine to water, but can you make it drink? So, yes. But we do try and note down where people are coming from. And we've noticed there is a slight increase of people from the village. And of course, these days, we've got 3 new estates with new people coming in. So hopefully, hey, come along to the village hall and have a look at these shows.
It's on your doorstep. So what will people see on the day?
Right. Well, for the media modelling, which is the one coming up, as I said, we've got 2 types. We've got dealers with construction kits. I would say the Airfix kit, and Airfix, of course, is still going. Many of the classic names have gone. You may remember old Aurora kits. Well, Aurora went in 1976. The models are still out there, and people who weren't born at that time still, I don't remember Aurora. But no, Airfix is still going. So you've got people selling those type of kits. Hopefully for reasonable prices. But of course, like anything, some of them are worth money these days, a lot of money. Hey, 200 quid? I'm sorry, yeah, but I can go put it on eBay, I'll get 250. Oh, OK, right, this is for your 2-bob Airfix kit. Sorry, in modern parlance, that's 10 pence. You won't get a kit for 10 pence these days, even a very, very old tatty one. But then we get exhibitors as well that come along who will... They were basically, we give them the table for free, and we say, here, I'll put on the models that you've just built, and some people come along with I say hundreds, and I was going to correct myself, but in fact probably some do come along with hundreds. Oh, do you want another table? Yeah, we'll give you another table. They are free, for exhibitors. We charge dealers a modest price for selling their wares, and you'll get. As a guy, Stu Carrier, he comes down from north of Birmingham, and he specialises in science fiction and fantasy figures. So you've got loads and loads. So the ones you'll recognise, the Batmans and things like that. But then there'll be other ones which, even I don't know what that one is. Hey, Stu, what's that one? And then other people, we've got a guy coming along, he does a what if. Okay. That's in inverted commas, like he'll build models of aircraft and futuristic vehicles that could have existed, usually aircraft and planes, but didn't. So they still fall under the banner of fantasy, and hey, it's a model. And if we go up to the Smallspace show, which will be in July the 12th, that one, we have very big stuff. We have full-size Daleks coming in. Right. We don't really do cosplay. That's, when people dress up. But sure. we have several people. One guy, Scott, he comes along as the Pertwee Doctor Who, number 3. Brilliant. In fact, he plays John Pertwee better than John Pertwee ever did. Yes, Scott, come over here and do your impression, sort of thing. So you'll get far more of that there. Sure. This one will be a smaller show. Okay. It won't be as big as Smallspace, but it will be the lead up to it. We'll be advertising it. And as I said, come along to it, buy a kit for yourself or for your son or daughter. I would have to say we've got more and more girls getting into model making now, particularly in the actual industry, on the professional side. Just as many girls as boys doing it. All for yourself, and come and look at the displays. Yeah, great. And there is a resurgence in many retro activities like collecting vinyl, cassettes, CDs, but also, I imagine, modelling. Vinyl, people say, vinyl's never went away. Can I see my 900 albums I've got in the house, my 3 decks to play them? Yes. What's all this CD thing? Well, that's out of fashion now. CDs, cassettes are coming back, I heard. Yeah. So, there is a resurgence. We like to sort of think the modelling has never gone away, but yes, it did do a dip. Yes. The oil crisis here, I'm going back to the 1970s. Sorry, that's the first oil crisis, whatever's happening at the current time. That did see, because obviously plastic is particularly polystyrene, it's a byproduct of petroleum products. And that did see a lessening that's when we lost a lot of the companies. Fortunately, the tooling, these big steel moulds, mind you, they weigh a ton each. They're so heavy you can't get rid of them, really. You know, I was in New York. Correction, I was in New Jersey with an old friend of mine, Andy. Unfortunately, died. He was very, very. If you think I've got a collection of stuff, he had a big collection. Yeah. We were in Elizabeth, New Jersey. I think that's where Sinatra was born, or someone who used his fat. And we came across some shop, and it was selling models, and it was selling school uniforms. It's one of those odd. Why? But hey, kids build models, all right, I suppose. And there was this big lump of tooling sitting on the pavement. Sorry, a sidewalk. And I looked at it and thinking, well, nobody's going to nick it because you're never going to be able to lift it. They weigh a ton. Yeah. But fortunately, a lot of these moulds still do survive. Okay. So although the name don't exist, new companies can come along and reissue the tooling, which is good from the collector's point of view because, hey, I've got the original Aurora kit, worth a lot of money these days, but Atlantis Models have reissued it, so I can build that one and keep my original. That's basically the way they think these days.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Well, and long may it continue, and well done for putting on the shows too. They are a tremendous success and great for the Village Hall, and in turn good for the village as well.
Well, thank you, Trevor. And come along, please, to both shows, the Craft Fair and the Model Show on the following day.
Yeah, 18th, 19th of April.
That's correct.
Starts what time in the morning?
Both shows start at 10. Okay. Craft Fair, we put an official finishing time of 4 o'clock. And we sort of put an unofficial finishing time of the Model Show at 4 as well. But we know with that show, most people arrive early. Yep. I mean, they actually, before we open, sometimes open at 9:30, but maybe about 2 or 3, we find, they bought everything, they've seen everything, they're going home now. All right, we might close a bit earlier, but hey, we've got a nominal 6 hours of each show.
Great, and look forward to it. And also, I see that the Village Hall has a new notice board outside as well. Oh, yes. So look at the notice board.
Yep, it's the new notice board, which is now by the entrance on the main car park, the front car park. The old one by the door is still there, but all the big notices will go on that, so you can actually, don't even have to walk across the front car park, you can actually just stand on the pavement, well, just inside because no pavement there, and read the notices there. And the notices for the 2 shows is there, and they're on at least 3 A-frames around the village at the moment.
Great. Well, thanks very much for your time, and good luck. I look forward to more shows.
Okay, Trevor, thank you very much.
A massive thanks to Matt for the chat there, and of course more information about the amazing show on Sunday, the 19th of April. Now, we tried to arrange to meet with Winn at the same time, who's one of the trustees, but that didn't quite happen. But what happened when I left the Village Hall was this. As I was leaving the Village Hall, a woman came running up to me, and it was Winn. Winn, hello, Winn, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine, Trevor. Sorry to have accosted you.
It was fine. I was thinking, who's this woman waving at me? But it's Winn. Winn, tell me what you do at the Village Hall.
I'm one of the trustees, actually, Trevor, along with Matt, who's you've just been interviewing, and one of, I think, nine of us that operate the hall, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were having a chat with Matt about, of course, the show on the Sunday, the 19th, but happening on Saturday the 18th is the Craft Fair. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yep, the Craft Fair starts at 10 o'clock until 4 on the Saturday. It's always well attended. We have about 20 various stalls that are really, really good, cater for everyone. And I think we've got a balloon lady, we've got jewellery stalls, we've got cake stalls. We also have Mr. Fitz, who is like our burger man, who's brilliant. And we have Karen from the Cake Tin, of course, who's very popular with the sausage rolls. She goes down very well,
yes.
Yeah, and basically we just need to keep doing events to keep the hall going.
Yes.
That's basically what it is, and we keep trying to come up with different, various ideas to make it work, basically.
Well, I think you're doing a great job, and there's more events on. There's a new notice board, which I mentioned to Matt outside in the car park as well. So what time does it start and finish on the Saturday?
10 o'clock start, 4 o'clock finish.
Okay.
And there's parking for all the cars and all the people, but we're always well attended, and we just say to the village, please pop along and support us. The Village Hall is basically for everyone in the village, and we just need funds.
Super. I hope it goes really well. Thanks for coming up and running up and seeing me. Really appreciate it, and telling us, and good luck with the Craft Fair.
Thanks ever so much, Trevor. Sorry to have accosted you again.
I like it. I'm used to it.
The Hanslope Show Podcast. Your village, your podcast. It's all about Hanslope.
So that's what's happening at the Village Hall on the 18th and 19th of April. Make sure you support your Village Hall here in Hanslope. And if you have anything to promote around the village, business, club, whatever it may be, then get in touch, of course. My email address is trevor@thisismyfilm.com, or drop me a message on Facebook and we'll come and see you soon. Keep spreading the word of the Hanslope Show podcast. Thanks to Hague Property Professionals, Adam and the gang there as well, and of course everyone at the Hanslope Parish Council. Keep supporting us and keep spreading the word.